Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Virgo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the lovely Virgos? And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always intriguing. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Virgo. We are getting very close to the zodiacal new year, getting close to Aries season. So what's happening for my friends? Okay, definitely want to see what's up after last week's reading, that's for sure. But we'll touch on that in a couple of moments. All right, the deck is being very specific for you. And anyone new here, I only read jumper cards, so we're going to keep it rocking. Okay, so there is a big focus around manifestation that we have going here. This is a very spiritually protected energy as well. So I do feel like a lot of you could be in some sort of protective bubble, but there is some focus around creation, manifesting, or there's a big focused energy that we'll absolutely want to dig into deeper. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this character. Once again, there we go. Add a little piece of crystal there. Get it out of here. So if you look here at this card, you see this individual. I'm not sure if you could notice, but there's angel wings behind him. So when I see this card, I do think of guardian angels. And then with the bubble around the baby there, I do feel for a lot of you, you need to know that you're spiritually and energetically insulated and you're being watched over and protected. That's a nice reassuring thing to feel, especially at the front end of a reading, whether this is a good one or a rough one, whether there's challenges or wins. This is a positive energy. Now notice, this angel is looking directly at this baby, and it's a piece of creation. So for a lot of you, your powers of manifesting, you could be trying to bring something forth, manifest something, create something big when this card is here. And I'm liking the energy that I'm feeling initially. Another thing I can say about this card, there could be a specific situation or an individual that is like taking up the vast majority of your focus in this time, or that could be vice versa too. There could be a person that is like locked in on you. So just know that there could be somebody underneath a microscope here when this card is in the mix. But we're just going to put it down, see what's up. We'll see if those themes start showing up within the spread itself. But yeah, we'll let the angel chill over there. Let's get into tarot. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up here for the Virgos, please, my guides. What do we got? And while we get this all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. Big karmic themes were showing up in your reading last week. The reading was titled, precisely, it was called A Big Karmic Repeat. So for a lot of Virgos, I felt a lot of things coming back around. Now, this isn't just your sign. I've been seeing this in tons of the zodiac signs in like the recent weeks. Maybe it's because we're moving into eclipse season, but things returning, cycles repeating, spirit checking your progress on things. And that was a big vibe, whether it was a situation that you've already thought was handled or a situation that you've dealt with in the past. There was a familiarity in the energy last week. So remember, that energy could still bleed over for the coming days and weeks, so watch out for things cycling back. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. What do we got here? 3 cards. All right, yeah, there is something coming in. There's very powerful energy coming in. We have the Knight of Swords. We are starting with a boom, my friends. That is one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck, and it's like right there in the beginning. It's like, let's go. Let's get this going. Okay, Queen of Swords, all sword energy. Very stern, my friends. Okay, we're going to absolutely want to look into all this energy further. We will. Don't you worry about it. Lots of court cards, lots of people. Let's get one more out here. Lots of people. Okay, 8 of Wands, so now the communication. There's just a very rapid energy around you, Virgo. And I hope it's for the positive here, because sometimes when energy moves this powerfully and this fast, it could be a little concerning, but there's things popping up out of nowhere That's for sure. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I got to mention, elementally, we have a double down of this air energy in the beginning with fire. That's a spark plug. And you know, I always like to look at the elements and how they play off each other. When you mix fire and air, it's volatile, it's explosive, it's a kaboom here, especially with these super fast moving cards on the extreme end. So there could be things picking up a lot of steam really quickly. There's just a rapid, fast type of energy that we're really going to want to dig into deeper. Notice we have the people showing up. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, like I said, we're starting with a bang. We have the Knight of Swords himself. Now for a portion of you, this could represent an individual, especially if you're connected to an air sign. This is, like I've mentioned, one of the faster moving cards in the whole entire deck. So when we start with this, it's like, boom, rapid. Let's go. So I don't know if you're in a rush about something or the energy's just swirling really fast. If you've been going through any situations where things have felt stuck or stuck in a rut or anything like that, that could be changing in a very quick way. Now, the Knight of Swords, as with all knights, they could represent communication. They could also represent forward movement and action. This is usually a good card for that. Sometimes travel as well with like the stuff we have on the ends. But the thing with the Knight of Swords is that sometimes it could be a little combative. This is an aggressive energy. All this energy has a little hint of aggression to it. So that could be good if it's channeled in the proper way, but at the same time, it's something we want to watch out for, especially when it gets to be too much. Hopefully you're not feeling overwhelmed with anything in this time. Moving to the center, we got our good friend there, the Queen of Swords in the upright. Very similar to this Knight of Swords. It could be air sign energy. Remember, these court cards are not gender specific whatsoever. And you see her there, she's on her throne. She is very much similar to the King of Swords. So she represents strategy, planning. This is a no-nonsense, no BS type of energy. Yes, it's communicative, but it's like serious and stern. It's going to tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth when we have the Queen of Swords. But yeah, there's that aspect of her that involves strategy and planning, putting things into motion. That's a big vibe with her. Once again, with all this fire-air combination, and we have her, there could be a situation you're taking very seriously, like we are not amused type of energy. So do with that what you will, or there's something you might need to take seriously when she's in the mix. But just stern, very stern. As with all sword cards, they could represent the mind. They could represent communication. So there's a lot of communication undertones here, Virgo. Moving to the back end, we do have the Eight of Wands, okay? So in similar fashion to this Knight of Swords, this is one of the fastest moving cards, right? It's 8 arrows cutting through the sky. So if we're talking about action, it's rapid action. If it's things coming in, it's like coming in out of nowhere. And the one thing I'll say with all these energies on the top combined, unless we get some earth energy on the bottom to ground this down, this almost feels like tower energy I'm picking up. Okay, I'm already feeling it intuitively. Now, towers could be very good, but at the same time, they could be jarring. They could be shocking type of energy. The Eight of Wands, aside from forward progress, distance, travel, very similar to the Knight. It is a lot of communication. It's talking, it's hot and heavy, it's back and forth. And I've been seeing this card a lot in the recent weeks for the zodiac signs. So with the way all this energy is combining with the explosive, almost tower-like energy, there could be things happening very suddenly, very quickly, unexpectedly. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Virgos, please. Guides and spirit team. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Knight of Swords time. Talk to me. Why is this knight here? Oh, okay. Okay. So we have the Magician in reverse underneath this Knight of Swords. This is a very almost uncontrollable type of energy we have here on the bottom, and I'll explain to you why. Now, the good thing about this Magician is that similar to this card in the beginning, it's very spiritual. It's also about creating and manifesting. But the energy I'm picking up here, it's just super uncontrollable. So for some of you, whether it is somebody making a move or a surprising or unexpected action, that could absolutely be the case. But the vibe I'm picking up here is like, I don't have time, I don't have patience, I don't care, consequences be damned type of energy. So just, I would say in the coming days and weeks, Virgo, whether this is in regards to your temper or your overall temperament, your mood, your behavior, you might be acting a little more volatile than you normally do, whether it's like within your mind or your temper, because this is just telling me, screw the consequences, I'm going to do what I want. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. So you might be a little feisty when we have this energy, especially here on the front end, okay? Now, another thing I'm picking up here with this Magician in reverse underneath this Knight of Swords, like, this is an energy that's coming in regardless. This is an energy, this is an action, whether this is a person or a situation, it's coming in regardless. Even if you tried to manifest it not to go down or not to happen, it's gonna happen type of vibe, or like it's meant to happen. So just know that whatever you may have been going through recently, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it might have been meant to be for whatever reason. But I'm just picking up that vibe, like, I don't care about the consequences. I don't have time to wait. I'm gonna do what I want. That's the vibe. So that could be a warning. That could be a good thing, right? Confidence like that could be good. But at the same time, with all this other stuff, that could be a bit of a warning with this volatile energy. Let's keep moving forward. Let's see what the Queen has to say. I really want to see what the Wands is on the back. It's almost reckless, what I'm picking up here in the front. Not saying you're a reckless person or you're going to react that way. Just know you might not be as like grounded as you normally are. Okay, so let's go in on that Queen of Swords. Like, I don't got time to wait. I mean, what's the Queen there? Thank you. Yeah, more fire. We're adding more fire to the mixture here. It's the Two of Wands in reverse. So now this is giving me the energy of like, you know, I planned to do it like this, or this is how it was set out. This is how I planned it. But once again, screw the plans. I don't have patience. I'm going to do what I want. Like, it's just giving me that vibe in a very, very strong way. So if this is multiple people, they're both like on the same brain wave where it's like, okay, well, you don't want to wait. I don't want to wait either. Let's make this happen. Now, the Two of Wands in the upright could be travel, could be distance. And we do have lots of cards of travel. So maybe some of you are going to take a spontaneous trip in this time. That could be a good thing for some of you. But the fact that it's in reverse, this is a huge card of strategy. And when I see it under the Queen of Swords, this is telling me like, this is an unplanned thing. Like, don't worry about it. I got it. Okay. Like, I know enough, or I've done enough research. I've done it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to move forward. So this is someone deciding to move forward with something. And once again, it feels very, very spontaneous. And the energy is just explosive from top to bottom here. Like with what I'm picking up here, what I'm picking up here, and even on the back end so far, all this fire-air combination, I would say there's a warning around this explosive energy here. Okay, so whether it's how someone else is acting unpredictably, or even you, it could be both parties acting in a way where it's like, all right, well, screw the consequences. I planned enough. I don't need to plan. I don't need to wait. It's just giving me a almost rushed type of energy. Let's go in on the Eight of Wands. Unplanned, big time. So let's see why that Eight of Wands is here. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. It's the oddest energy because, like, from a lot of the Virgos I know, and I say it every week, I know so many Virgos, beautiful Virgos in my personal life, usually practical people, chill people, relaxed type of individuals, like very intelligent, but when I'm seeing this energy, this doesn't necessarily feel like Virgo energy to me. It's just, oh, it's wild. This is a wild energy. Let's go in on that Eight of Wands. What's that Eight of Wands here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and this does not cool down the fire whatsoever. If these Seven Cups were in the upright, that would be one thing. And to me, this is somebody that they know the path they want to go on. They know the route they want to go. They know what's like, all right, I know where this is going to end up eventually, so let's make it happen. It's like giving me one of those types of vibes. Now, for a portion of you, yeah, this could be some sort of conversation that's had, okay, whether it is explosive. I've been seeing that in other signs as well. The Seven of Cups is usually very daydreamy. And when I see it in upright, it's like, yeah, someone's thinking about it. Someone's thinking about talking to you. When it's in reverse, it's like, no, they're not thinking anymore. They're bringing it into the realm of reality here. This is someone who's like, don't Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it. Be about it. This is a huge spread overall of taking action, making moves, taking leaps, and all that stuff. So this could be in regards to communication, but to me, it's like somebody's mind is set. Okay, so for some of you, you might be dealing with a person. Okay, very small portion of you, this is a specific message coming in. You might be dealing with a person where you feel like they're not going on the right path or the right trajectory, and they're not listening to reason. It's like, all right, you're trying to watch out for them, you're trying to guide them, but they're not listening to reason. They're just going to do what they want to do regardless. And it's just giving me that vibe. But the main thing I'm picking up here on the back end is like, don't just talk about it, be about it. Don't just think about it, make the action. So maybe Spirit's trying to nudge you to do something. But once again, if we're talking about conversation, yeah, sure, it could be a serious talk that has been building up or needs to be had as well. So we have a lot of stuff happening here, Virgo. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into a shadow card. And I do feel for a big chunk of you, this could represent somebody you're connected to, and it's not quite all your energy, because once again, live wire. Position number 1, we have the Knight of Swords with the Magician in reverse. And to me, this was like, consequences be damned. I don't care. I'm not waiting. I'm going to do this. Like, it feels almost rushed type of energy where it's like, all right, I know what I'm getting into. Like, don't worry about it. I'm going to make some action. So yeah, this could be explosive action. I do feel there's an explosive warning overall in regards to the general energy, that this isn't just like a one person show, because even as we move towards the center, we have the Queen of Swords with the Two of Wands in reverse. Like, okay, I've done enough planning, or I know this was the plan, but this is how I'm going to proceed. So watch out for people that change up plans like on a whim. I'm picking that up in a very powerful way. This just volatile energy is all over the place. Now, for some of you, if you're taking an unplanned trip, this could be really good. It could be positive for you. But the main vibe I'm feeling through and through is that this could almost be, I don't want to say reckless, but it's just someone who, it's a very set in stone, like, I'm going to do what I want type of energy. On the back end, we have the 8 of Wands with the 7 of Cups in reverse here. So don't talk about it, be about it, be about that action. Okay, that might just be your mindset, like, all right, well, I thought about it enough, or I planned enough about it. Now I need to make some moves. And once again, this could be a serious conversation as well, where someone's not just thinking about it, they're going to take action on it. But when we look at the whole ball of wax here, Virgo, I don't want to say be cautious, but if this is a person you're dealing with, you might not be able to persuade them otherwise, and you might be acting in a very unusual way in the coming days and weeks. So do with that what you will. Please take a screenshot if you'd like. Let's get into the shadow card here. I mean, Virgo, I haven't had a reading like that for you in a long, long time. Like, this is someone in rare form. So let's see what's up. And yes, let's see what's in the shadows for Virgo. And I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, though. It could be a good thing. Let's get one shadow card. And yes, if you've made it to this point, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. All right, one shadow. One shadow for my friends. Okay, that card didn't want to come out. There we go. So, you have the Page of Swords. So more of this air type of energy that goes along with what we have up here. Page of Swords, similar to what we have here in the very beginning too, is a card of focus, watching something under the microscope. So when I see this, there could be a situation that Spirit's saying, like, you need to pay a little more attention to. So there could be someone or something or a situation you're going through that needs a little bit more of your attention. That's what I'm picking up here. Now, another portion of you, yeah, pages could represent children. They could represent communication, which has been an ongoing theme here. But the main vibe I'm picking up with this as a shadow card, sure, maybe there could be someone keeping tabs on you. Maybe there's someone you're keeping tabs on. But the overall vibe I'm getting with this Page of Swords is there is something or someone that needs a little bit more of your attention. Okay, so we're just going to put it down right there. Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.